Last week, like my ex-girlfriend's chest hole area, the S&P closed virtually flat. And even though Apple ripped, the technology sector got absolutely decimated with Nvidia being one of the worst performers. Then on Thursday, the non-farm payroll report underperformed like a DC Cinematic Universe reboot, but the economy went full-on cope mode and celebrated because unemployment outperformed by 0.1%. So, like any respectable professional investor, I went on Wall Street bets to get my trade ideas and came back with one less brain cell. But then, I used Market Guru to explain why Sagittarius is in line with Capricorn and what's been happening with the market, and I'm here to tell you all about it. Today is Sunday, July 5th, and you're watching The Market Pulse. Looking at the S&P this week, you'd think it's in the backyard barbecuing freedom burgers for Uncle Sam's birthday party. But actually, under the hood, it's been a bloodbath with AI bros, semiconductors, and Tesla on the chopping block. So then, why did the market not crash? Because investors stopped trying to balance the crazy versus hot line of tech and decided to go for the more stable options. That's stocks, for example, in consumer staples and healthcare sectors that provide more income and are less sensitive to beta. The Wall Street types call this a rotation, and it can happen if we're risk on and investors are just taking profit, or it could signal a shift in the overall market cycle. So, to figure this out better, let's all take a deep breath, down a Prozac, and look through the economy. Right now, the economy is running on the financial equivalent of a 2005 Honda Civic held together by zip ties WD-40 and prayers, which shows from the financial indicators that are released. The NFP, which basically reports how many people are on different businesses' payrolls, came out last week. But the NFP is like a pregnancy test. By the time the test comes out positive, the market has already priced in the event. But the investors don't wait around for the monthly NFP release like it's a gender reveal party. Instead, they quietly went through a rotation away from high beta stocks into more defensive value or healthcare picks, ready for returning into tech when the situation improves. But then on Thursday, the NFP release hit the tape and it underperformed the already soft expectations by roughly 50%. This wasn't strategic layoffs anymore, it was a full-on hiring freeze. And like my first car ever, investors blew a gasket and did a massive sell-off on semiconductors and AI bros. Now at this point, you might expect the S&P to go down with the rest of the ship, but instead, the economy is in full cope mode and celebrating that things are getting set on fire slower. And by that, I mean as of July 2nd, the weekly jobless claims have stopped growing exponentially. And with that, the unemployment release outperforming by 0.1% got everyone grabbing onto the silver lining like it's the single charging cable at the airport terminal. But I want to take a moment to warn you against being overly bullish right now, because the Fed is currently dealing with a truly black swan situation called stagflation. And it's like a blue pill, red pill situation that taken one will invariably make things worse for the alternate solution. And if you want to learn more about it, make sure to hit the subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, I'm Shayan, and this has been The Market Pulse.